2000 Suzuki Hayabusa integrated tail light replacement. Instead of the standard, I'm gonna go with the all-in-one, the tail light and the blinkers built all into this. I'm gonna delete these big bulky ass blinkers. But let's take your rear cowl off. Bolt here on both sides. You might have to take your seat off. I don't keep mine bolted. You got the screws here on both sides. The screws on both sides here. 2 screws here, 2 screws here. Obviously, you got to remove your seat or your cowl if you got one. The undertail. These little screws up under it. There's 3 screws on both sides that got to come out. Once you get all them screws out, disconnect your trunk hatch. See if I could do it with one hand. It's not as easy as it seems. Let me get that out. Once you get your cowl off, it should look something like this. This big plug is connected to the rear tail light. And then you got this one. This is the right blinker. At least on my bike it is. And then here for the left one, this is the left blinker. So we're just gonna pull this tail light out. And this is what's going in. The new tail light. Just plug up the main harness and you should have 2 yellow wires. Which should be blinker wires if I'm not mistaken. One here and one here. And just hook them up to power. Let me get the old one out and this one is installed. If you don't know how to get this light out, you got a bolt way down there, Phillips, that come out. One at the top there and one down there on the side, and that whole assembly will come out. So I got the rear cowl off, or the rear fairing. This is the tail light. And mine it was actually 5, but I only have 4 in. You got 2 on the side here, 1 here, and 2 on the side there. This is the old, that's the new. I'm gonna take this tail light off of this bracket and put the new tail light on here. It look like 3 screws, 1, 2, 3. Let's get those transferred. So I got the new tail light plugged in. I don't have the yellow wires up and hooked up. The connector. This little bracket, these aftermarket parts, they line up pretty good, but they are not 100%. Like you'll see the screws going in the angle to start them, and then when you screw them down, they'll catch and go straight in. But before I put too much shit together, let's just make sure we at least got power. I'll turn the key on. Oh yeah, she kicked on. I don't know if I can see that on camera. Yeah, she working. At least the brakes are. Running lights, brake lights, and give you a little light at the bottom. It's pretty dope. I guess that's if you had your license plate bracket, you know, that come back here. So let me wire up these yellow lights and see where they go. Okay, so what I did was I just disconnected the left blinker. And it's not hooked up, but I took that little yellow wire coming off of the new tail light and just touched it to the solid black wire. One is solid and one is black with a white stripe. The all black one is what I got that touched to. And I got a left signal as fast as it blink. Now they say to put a resistor in there. I don't have a resistor at the time being, but that would slow down the blinking of the light. But Let me just double check and make sure the front works. Like I said, it works. Until then, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the install until I get a resistor. I got plenty of wire to tap into it to add a resistor. And then the same thing with the right one. You will find the right blinker disconnected, plug it up to the solid black wire. And also I'm gonna take these off, those big bulky mirrors. Finish trimming out the undertail because I don't like those on there. So that's how you install it. Let me get this installed into my tail fairing. Since I'm deleting these blinkers, I just went ahead and cut the connector off. I'm gonna take the yellow wire that goes to this blinker, splice it to this, and then just plug it back in there. Since I don't need the other wire, I'm gonna do the same on both sides. Alright, so I just finished putting it all back together. We got a left signal. Make sure the front work. Got a front signal. Right. Right. Again, people, like I said, it is blinking a little fast, but it's fine to me as long as it works. Like I said, I do need a resistor, but I don't have one at the moment, so it's gonna have to do. It ain't nothing to just pull the plastic off and just tap into that. Again, like I said, instead of just tapping straight into the wire, since I deleted these completely, the connector on this, I just cut off on both sides. Took the yellow wire and put it to the solid black wire, and that's how we got them to blink. So I'm gonna just go ahead and button up the rest of these bolts. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm all done. She's all put back together. The only thing I gotta do is just cut these off on both sides. I'm not gonna show y'all and bore y'all on camera, but blinkers work. 2000 Suzuki Hayabusa. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video.